Hello everyone and welcome to Cosy Reads. I hope you've all been keeping well. Welcome to the fourth installment of The Tale of the Beginning. We've come quite a way with this story, so I hope that you've all been enjoying the story so far. The story of the first ones and the beginning of everything has been quite an interesting story so far, and as Malakoth amasses his power, let's hope that the couple are able to put a stop to his scheming. So without further ado, let's crack on with the story. Brother, come and see, the gods are back. As the little girl ran outside, calling to her brother to come and witness what she was seeing, two godly figures swayed past her planet. Their looming sights was enough to make any non-believer question their whole existence. The existential fear that one feels when facing a being that transcends your planet, no, multiple planets, is unmatched. All you can do is stare in awe and bewilderment, struggling to fathom what you're witnessing. While the technology of the new age can create some very frightening concepts, these gods that stood before the people of this planet were a whole different level of frightening. The fear of the unknown was born, and these people did not know what caused these beings to appear, or whether their planet would even be safe of the beings' wrath. All the people could do was pray they were spared. Quickly, get inside, it's not safe outside, the older brother called to his little sister as he ushered everyone into the house. But I want to see. I want to know what we can do to help our God. I want to understand what we can do to please them and get a bountiful harvest. Our God is back. We should be celebrating and praising them. The little girl argued with her brother. He tried to get her into shelter while she wanted to remain outside to pray, and that was when it happened. All that could be heard when the dust settled was the screaming and crying of a mother, father, and siblings who had just lost a brother and sister. As the family looked on at the chunk of space rock that had plummeted to their planet and landed right where their brother and sister were arguing, they had no thoughts of prayer or love for machinery. All that was going through their heads was why. They had just barely witnessed a chunk of space rock being broken from a meteorite by one of the godly beings. And as that chunk lay there, all the family could do was cry, mourn, and ask why. As the two first ones engaged each other in battle, all around them was other first ones joined in an all-out war. The fight between Malakoth's army and the couple's army had begun. There was no formal meeting of leaders before the war. War was a primitive concept to the first ones, one which they would never have engaged in if not for Malakoth. However, this did not mean that the couple did not come with a plan. From discussing with the round table, the plan that they had all come up with was to go to war with Malakoth. And in the confusion, the couple would sneak through, find Malakoth, and face him in a duel. The hope being that if the couple could defeat Malakoth, then his troops would fall back without a leader. And so the couple's army engaged Malakoth's, and the couple initiated their plan. They snuck through the battlefield, taking down Malakoth's troops along the way, until they sighted Malakoth. He was on the battlefield, taking down droves of enemies, and so the couple made their way to Malakoth. They tried a surprise attack, but Malakoth was able to effortlessly block the attack. This caused the couple to engage Malakoth in a more decisive fight. As both groups sized each other up, Malakoth remarked on how weak the couple was when put alone, but with the couple responding that together there is nothing that they can't do, and they would teach this concept to Malakoth. Malakoth laughed at the thought that they could teach him anything, but he thought to humour them before charging at them weapon raised. The couple was able to dodge the attack before getting off their own attacks. Their attack seemed to not harm Malakoth too much, and so he quickly charged in again, this time landing a blow on the couple. The couple thought on how relentless Malakoth was, and how they knew that this would be a long drawn out fight. After what seemed like a millennia, with the people on the planets waiting on bated breath, and universe shaking from the clash, both groups seemed worse for wear. The couple were barely hanging on, and even Malakoth seemed to be on his last legs. They both knew that this last attack would decide it, and neither wanted to give up. However, the couple played it clever. The husband rushed at Malakoth. He knew that alone he could not stop Malakoth, but if he could distract him, then this would give the wife the time that she needed. The wife used the distraction to conjure up a black hole, one that would suck up everything and spit them out in a prison universe, away from any civilization. The wife used this on the battlefield, with the husband giving the signal. On his signal, all allied forces immediately escaped from the battlefield, with Malakoth's troops doing the same once they realized what was happening. However, for them it was too late. The wife had attuned her black hole to that of Malakoth's forces, sending him and his army plummeting into the prison universe, locked away, hopefully forever. And with that, we finish part 4 of the story of the beginning. I hope you've enjoyed watching these as much as I have enjoyed creating them. It's been a pleasure to create these stories, and I hope you can tune back in for the final stretch. And feel free to check out Regalian on Amazon in either paperback or Kindle with link in the description. But until then, as always, I hope that you're sufficiently warmed up and that this story has brought you some level of comfort. I wish you safe travels on the journey of life, and feel free to come back again when you need a new story to warm your day.